All right, team. So we're expecting Nvidia to sell off over the next week or so down to $108, maybe $106. The reason for this is that every single time we push up into our smart money zone, price normally sells off aggressively into our institutional buy zone, where price usually bounces. You guessed it, into the institutional sell zone, which usually bounces into the institutional buy zone, and then, so on and so forth. We're expecting another rejection. And that's exactly what we got up until today. So if we look at the daily chart, you're going to see that price pushed right up into that $120 level that we were using as a target from when we bounced off of this support. Now, the furthest that we normally see big money push a stock inside of market structure is to this pink area, which is called the smart money level. Now, I have a free course that's going to be coming out showing you guys how to set up these smart money levels. It's going to be very, very simple, and that course should be done sometime next week. If you haven't already, go take all of our other free courses. Link is in the description so that you can easily implement this into your strategy. Past couple of sessions, we saw price close with lower highs on the BX trender. You can see that that's where this indicator makes lower highs or turns dark green. That means that money is getting pulled out of the stock, and that in most cases, which you can see back here, price is going to sell off. It doesn't mean that the trend is going to reverse. It just means that momentarily there should be a sell-off until we get confirmed buying, which is shown once again on the BX trender with this time higher lows or light red. So we are expecting price to pull back this week down to 108. And even though that has not happened, right, I'm not upset about it. Because at the end of the day, I would, I don't have a put position or a short on this, but I would have taken that every single time. I would, every time that came across my screen, I would say, price is probably going to continue to sell off. And just because it didn't this time doesn't mean that I'm going to change my strategy, right? I'm not always right. This year, I have a 64% win rate, but we are doing more than fine because at the end of the day, we're focused on sticking with our strategy and focusing not on the outcome, but on the inputs that we have to take in order to enter or exit a trade. And so with something like Nvidia, I still think that there's a chance that we could potentially reject. Now, we were saying that there could be a run back down to 108, but what we also have to think about here is that price has not tested the smart money level. So there's still a chance that price continues to push its way up to 124, maybe 126 before seeing any type of a resistance. Now, there is one last thing that I want to go over, and that's this weekly chart. The weekly chart is the strongest chart that we have. And the BX trender on that weekly chart is basically like my golden indicator. If I can only look at one thing in the whole market, it would be the weekly chart, and specifically what is the weekly BX trender doing. You can see that last time we had accumulation, we saw a run on Nvidia of 45% in 42 days. From there, we got bearish redistribution. The stock dropped about 25%. From there, price gets bought back up. We end up having a 15% rally in 14 days, so on and so forth. So the fact that this week, which we still have one more day left in the week for this candle to form, but the fact that we are not closing with higher lows on the BX trender, it's not the best sign. It's showing that the bounce today, while it was strong, 4%, the actual money behind it is not strong enough yet to flip that BX trender. And so if we do not close tomorrow with higher lows on that BX trender, I still think that there's a good chance that Nvidia will pull back down to 107 or 108 in the next couple of weeks. If you want to learn how I made $1.5 million this year so far using predominantly one indicator, which is the BX trender, then go check out our Elite Traders Playbook course. It is completely free. It is the course where we go over the BX trender in depth. We go over exactly all of the settings I have for it, the exact requirements that need to be met in order to take a position, and best of all, I give you guys a PDF checklist of exactly what must occur in order for you to enter a position and exactly where I personally would be setting take profits and stop losses. I hope to see you guys over there.